Greetings all, it's Blue Knight, and welcome back to the Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess. Previously, we did some quick side stuff collecting, and getting a couple more heart pieces, increasing our overall health to 13 hearts in total. And we also got some use out of our latest dungeon item, the spinner. Unfortunately, we pretty much used it up for what it's worth, so it's gonna be collecting dust in our inventory for the rest of its days, which is very sad. And I had to air my grievances about that too. But there was an upside to why the spinner still existed, and thankfully, this game's not the only time that it did appear in the Zelda franchise, whether it's like canonical or spin-off related or what have you. Today, we're gonna enter into this cave and head off into the Snowpeak mountain region. Snowpeak is up ahead, it's very treacherous. Not only has the weather been bad lately, but because the beasts have been coming back to the village, we have been taking extra precautions. Well, sounds like something we should look out for, but hey, I'm pretty sure we're up to the task of taking on anything that this new location has to offer. And you can see that there's another figure over there, as we have now entered the Snowpeak region. Yeah, this whole place is called Snowpeak, not just like Snowpeak Mountain or anything. Based on what I researched on, this new province, it's entirely called Snowpeak from what I know. It's kinda weird. A pretty strange naming convention, if I do say so myself. What brings you to a dangerous place like this? Ever since Sora's domain got covered in ice, this mountain's been much colder than usual, yeah? Not only that, but I heard a really weird story from the Zoras. Apparently the beast that lives somewhere on this mountain has been seen frequently in Sora's domain. I was curious, so I came and waited, and as they said, a giant appeared. Yeah, it looked like this. We got a sketch from Ashay. This hastily drawn picture shows the creature Ashay saw holding a red fish. Show it to people using the item buttons as usual. Might get some info. Apparently this thing has been stealing red fish from the village. I went to investigate further, but I can't even see the path through this blizzard, yeah? I'm sure you're here because you're curious about the mountain, but you best not go without a plan. Because if it's split without a plan, you'll get lost. That'll only lead to disaster, trust me. The clues we have right now are the stories of the Soras and my sketch. It's not much, I know. Fortunately, as soon as we enter this region, we're gonna turn back and head to Sora's domain once more, since we have no clear path into trekking through Snowpeak. So we can replace our spinner, unfortunately, with the drawing that Ashay gave to us. And maybe we might get some info we showed to Zora nearby. Hey, the beast of Snowpeak. Oh, the red fish is holding. That's a reekfish. Ah, so the beast has been showing itself because it's been catching reekfish. I didn't think that anyone besides Prince Wallace was capable of catching this type of fish. And just return back to the same things before. Or we showed it to someone else, we might get some different dialogue. Fish this beast has. Prince Wallace is quite skilled at catching that type of fish. Oh, Prince, where could you be by now? So this is gonna be your tell that the next place we have to go to is gonna be Kakariko Village, because that's the last place we saw Prince Wallace residing. Got hit far enough. Alright, that should be good. So I'll have to warp over to Kakariko and talk to... or not. Fine, man, now we'll go even farther ahead. How's this? Is this fine enough? Okay, fine, let's exit this place altogether. Will that make you happy? Yeah, it's not like they're, like, looking at us directly or anything. We're not that suspicious to them. Like I said, I'm just out of habit now. Like I said, we're gonna warp to Kakariko to go talk to Prince Wallace about how we can catch this reek fish. I went to Barnes' shop to investigate what he wanted to show, and sure enough, it was the bobbling. We already know he had that stock because we visited there before he delivered that letter to us. I think it was last episode, or the episode before that. So we already know the bobbling is now in his shop as well. I also decided to put some regular bombs into my third empty bomb bag since I really had no other use for getting water bombs anymore. And I managed to just find the paths without bomb links. As useful as they can be, they're really not that necessary for you to get. What we want to do now, in terms of the main story, is to head to the graveyard and dig that hole before to go to the Zora grave, because that's where Wallace is residing. Is your name Link? My mother came to me in a dream. She showed me your image. She spoke of a youth who would save our domain and steer my fate. One named Link. I must thank you for all you've done. If there is anything I can ever do for you, please tell me. Please. The beast man of the snowy mountain, perhaps? But more importantly is this red fish it's holding. It must be a reek fish. That's a rare specimen found only in the Zora village. It feeds on a valuable type of coral, and without that bait, even our best fishers cannot catch one. Look closely, Lake. My earring is made of this coral. I would like to give it to you. That is one massive earring. How in the world does his neck not feel sore from wearing that thing all the time? And where does he even keep that? Like under his hat? That can't be his hat, it's gotta be part of his body. Well, at any rate, we got his earring. It's made of precious coral from Zora's domain. It's in the shape of a fish hook. It's lovely. I will say, it does look really beautiful. And I think the lighting of the sunset is actually making it look even more prettier than it should be. It's been added as a hook for your fishing rod. With this, you can now catch reek fish. I received it from my mother. But it's fine. I no longer need it. As I look at you, I get a sense of what my mother wanted, what I should be doing now. I will return to my village. The reek fish can be found near the mother-child rocks in the waterfall basin near my village. The fish are red, so I think you should be able to spot them. The reek fish can be found near the child rocks. They're red. I like that scene a lot. Puts on like the final exclamation point on like the whole Zora story that we had in this game. That was related to like both the Rutella, Wallace, and I guess by extension the entire Zora people as a whole. And I guess that does bring Wallace's story to a close as well. But it's a nice fitting end if I do say so myself. It just does what it needs to do, in my opinion. And besides, we got to actually speak to Wallace for the first time when, when he's not sick and on the verge of death. So it was nice we got to share a moment with him. in that regard too. So I'm guessing this must be the mother-child rocks he was mentioning. If that's true. Yep, I see red reekfish. So that's the location. You know, I have a feeling that mother-child rocks might be a name that was used in Breath of the Wild, kind of think of it. I could be wrong about that, just maybe thinking things wrongly, but that's just what it feels like to me. It wouldn't surprise me if that were actually true. But that means I gotta do one more case of fishing, and given my track record of how fishing went in this game so far, I'm not looking very positive of my chances. So this might take a while. Never mind! It took like one try. The secret fish is only found near the Zora village. It reeks. Well, at least we can add that to our collection. But that's gonna be the absolute last time that I'm gonna be... Oh wait, gotta change it to you first. That's gonna be the absolute last time I'll do fishing of any kind in this game. So now we can learn the reek fish scent. And that is exactly what we needed before it hops back into the water. Oh, it gives a heart too. Kinda cute, I guess. And also gives the scent we needed to traverse through the Snowpeak region. As soon as I can get up onto the surface. There we go. And now we're off to actually trek through the Snowpeak mountain for real. You know, I hope that Wallace didn't tear off that ear he gave us, because if he did, ooh, that must be painful. I don't want to imagine how that must have felt. But he didn't show any pain whatsoever, so I think he's fine. But still, just imagine. Yeesh. So we gotta be insensible this whole time to get our way through this new area. Just keep following the trail. That's really all there is to it. Just follow the trail and don't abandon it for any reason. I also read up that Snowpeak Mountain can also be referred to as the Northern Mountain. So I guess that's another name you could probably make it go by if you want to. Still, the fact that they call it Snowpeak and Snowpeak Mountain, such a weird naming scheme. In any case, we found ourselves a new enemy. These are white wolfos. They'll come at you like sporadically and try to knock out your senses. You can hit them like that and they'll go down in one hit. They're very easy, but they will spawn constantly. Uh-oh, did I? Yeah, I traversed too far from the scent. I wasn't that far away from it though. I was like a couple of inches at least. And the game apparently counted that as me going too far away and respawned me back. All because I got distracted by the white wolfos. I believe the wolfos come out of the snow, hence why that they're well called the white wolfos. But like I already showed, they're pretty weak, so don't pay them too much mind unless they're in your path like that. I do give them a hard for them to defeat too, so they're pretty much health fodder. Nevertheless, just continue on the trail of the scent and don't deviate from it whatsoever. Well, almost got ambushed by a pack when I looked away for a split second. Just to make sure I'm on the right track. We should keep going until we... There's that. But I'm pretty sure this won't count as us deviating from the path. At least we can make a, like a little... have a little wolf showdown whenever we do come across the wolfos. Yeah, the game thinks it's safe enough for us to climb up that. I'm pretty sure that was mandatory. So we gotta do it again. I cross over here now? Yep, over here. And see some ice keys here too, another type of enemy. Well, they're pretty common in Zelda in my opinion, are the ice keys. They're basically just ice elemented keys, that's all there is to it. Not that difficult to understand about them. Took them out. Now, how am I supposed to get through here? I think I have to ram into this? Yep, I have to ram into that. I remember that specifically because I spent like an embarrassingly large amount of time trying to figure out how to get by this part when I was routing through this game. And I must have been stuck there for like a half hour before I got the idea to actually ram into that snowbank. You can't be serious. You can't be serious. Alright, I can't let it go. I had a feeling I was missing something. This better not count me from going too far from the path. I see an info there, and I'm gonna get at it no matter what. I just don't want to take the chance of going too far away from the set, otherwise I might get respawned again. Oh, thank God, I got sold before those wolves distracted me for too long. Okay, that should make number 42 when it comes to our... Yep, when it comes to our soul collection. Excellent. And it was above a dig spot too, so that's two fortunate things we found about this. And hey, speaking of the ice keys, here they are. How convenient, just like they live in this region or something. I'm not gonna face out of my wolf form. I'm gonna bear the disadvantage I have with it and take out the ice keys. Is that it? Really? Okay. Got to be more to than that. Well, I'll take out these pots while I'm at it. Oh! There's that big rock over there. Wonder if... I don't see a pole over there. Maybe it might just appear when I actually blow that up. Well, let's find out. Put over there. That should be enough. And this shows... Dig spot, perhaps? Do I gotta go even deeper? Oh! Hi there, Mr. Blue Chew. Unfortunately, I don't really need you. But alright, that's a nice surprise. Yeah, that's all there is to it in this place. Okay. Nothing more to than that. Okay, so I think we should probably keep going forward. But I think I may have missed another pole somewhere down there. I think that is one. Oh, wait, is that two? That's a pole for sure. And I'm pretty sure that's one over there too. Alright, we'll have to do a little bit of backtracking before we proceed forward. I was just so paranoid about getting despawned again if I went too far away from the set that I kinda ignored these poles for a fleeting moment. There we go. And that is number 43. Getting close to collecting all these souls. That next one we'll have to go a little back up the cliff, which won't take too much time. Maybe I should take out a few of these wolf foes to get some health back. If I get my way, I'll do that. But I'm not too concerned. After all, I have my 4 full heal potions that I haven't used yet to rely on if things get really drastic. So, I'll just make do one of those and still be feared. Hold on a second. Can I actually get over there from here? I don't want to lose that Poe out of my sight. Wonder if... Oh, I did have to climb that far ahead. Okay, that's fine. It was just on a higher part of the same landmass that we were just on. And thankfully that was near another dig spot too. And that's number 44. That means only 16 more souls to collect before we got all of them in the game. And this one, oh, great, I can't even do anything about this yet. Fantastic, I guess I should keep that as a note for later on if I want to come back here. Thankfully, we won't wait too long until we have to come back to that dig spot to get rid of those ice wall things. So now we'll just keep proceeding forward and head back up. That was weird. I'm pretty sure Link just warped up to that ledge. I might have been seeing things when I saw that, but I swear he just teleported up there. Yeah, the power of the Twilight works in mysterious ways. Alright, back at the snowbank, and we're on the main path again. And I'm pretty sure we won't encounter any more posts from here on out. At least as far as Snowpeak goes. But what I am very fortunate to see is this. Another howling statue. Okay, I think I got it. Let's go there one more time. High, middle, low, middle. Low, high, middle, low. I might just resort to the headbanging method if things go wrong. Yeah, I did get it the first time. I got most of the notes though. Oh, thank God I finally got it. That was really painful. That was so painful. We're finally transported back into this realm. And you may not have noticed by now that during our trips here, there's been some various landmarks we've seen that we have come across on our travels. So it might have been like a foreshadowing thing that you would see as a sign of things to come when you're going through this game the first time. That's how I see these specific locations whenever you're in like the Hero Shades realm. It's a pretty cool touch on repeat playthroughs that you would probably notice later on. Let teachings of old pass to you. Take sword in hand and find me. That song was the Ballad of Gales from Wind Waker, one of my personal favorites in the Zelda franchise, and one of the earliest Zelda games that I did play actually. And this was gonna be back in the Kakariko graveyard. Kind of fitting, I guess, given how like mysterious and otherworldly that the hero shade is, both in its regular form and in human form too. You also get to get a pretty cool view of the horizon whenever you're near this howling statue. I didn't recognize that before. And also the blizzard's all gone as well. It's a pretty cool view that you got there. Again, it was actually pretty fortunate that we got to see what we can because of the lighting that we're like entering the dusk for the day-night cycle. Alright, so these walls we're seeing here again. And if you know anything about ice hazards in video games, you don't want to touch these, otherwise you'll take damage. And I'm pretty sure you'll get frozen too. I'm not gonna show that off because I don't want to look dumb. But you know that's not really stopping me or anything. Because I've kind of made myself look dumb before, both intentionally and unintentionally. So it's only gonna be a matter of time before I hit one of those things. I'm just gonna say that right now. And it's gonna be out of my hands when that happens. As in, I'm just gonna run face first into one of those things by complete accident and feel really dumb about it anyways. So on the note of Wind Waker, you probably may have heard about this by now. And it might be common knowledge, but to those of you who don't know about Twilight Princess's development cycle, it actually had strong ties to Wind Waker, since Twilight Princess first started off as a sequel to Wind Waker early on. As we're seeing, actually that's where the beast lies, cool. But as I was saying, Wind Waker was supposed to have a sequel, and that's what Twilight Princess was supposed to be at first, but sales when that game came out didn't live up to expectations at first, as well as the reception from what I understand. I actually thought the game looked really good at first, but it turns out that the actual Zelda fans at the time didn't think the same way. They thought the style looked too childish, and people were expecting something similar to Ocarina of Time. So they made a Zelda game in the realistic art style that we see today that would cater more to the North American audience. And they actually got really far into the sequel idea at first too, even to where a lot of items from Wind Waker were planned to be used in Twilight Princess. There's a lot of leftovers for Wind Waker in the game's files, and you can see the full thing on the cutting room floor. I'll try to find that link and post it in the description if you're so curious as to see how many of the assets from Wind Waker were meant to be used in Twilight Princess's development. It's actually really fascinating. Furthermore, Twilight Princess was meant to use Wind Waker's engine, albeit heavily modified at first. I think we'll actually speak to this guy before we do wrap things up for today. We got this far trying to get to meet him. We might as well give him the time of day. Oh! Whoa! I heard ruckus and just a human. I see humans not often, Why, human comes to snows. You, my spiritual journey? You look for true self? Oh, let's indulge him. You look for a long time. That was joke. Yeti's joke too, You look for something else, Tell truth. Oh, I'm actually supposed to say no about this. Alright, I didn't think this was like a forced choice. Alright, you got me. Wait, what? How am I rude? I gave you the honest answer. Do I say yes again? Alright, apparently I do. I just got fooled. You look for a mirror in such faraway place. Why you not say so before? Because you outsmarted me, apparently. I'm not smarter than a Yeti. Who would have thought? But you make good climb, and you lucky to meet me. I found shiny mirror piece. Same mirror you look for, You come to house and see yourself. I caught fish. I make you hot meal at least. My house far away. We slide there, Do like me. Come. That guy is really charming with someone so big. Gotta love those gentle giant tropes that you come across sometimes, Okay, now he's got me doing it. I think I'm doing it out of habit because of my short conversation with him. That charming Yeti we saw, he actually has a name. It's Yeto. Not really creative, but he's a good, well-mannered guy. And we will follow him next time on Twilight Princess. I just wanted to see if we could get a chance to meet him at least once, and we weren't able to accomplish that. And looks like the blizzard has cleared up too here in Snowpeak, so now things are going to be much more visible from here on out. So next time, we're going to do exactly what Yeto did, and slide down to the path to his home, where apparently he has one of the pieces of the Mirror of Twilight. Until we meet again, farewell for now.